Hi, I'm Doug Snyder. This is Intimacy with God Ministries, and we're on Sunday's Thought Conditioner. The word today is input. Input. There are 5 gates, 5 input gates, main ones that we have: our eyes, our nose, our mouth, and our ears, and our fingers. Right now, I'm watching the World Series. You can see it reflected in the window behind me. The World Series. Do you know this is the first time in 31 years that we've had cable in our house? 31 years! I know, you may be wondering or asking yourself, why in the world did Doug and Beth not have cable in their house? Well, pretty simple. I, as a kid, grew up watching a lot of those very educational programs like The Brady Bunch and Hogan's Heroes and Gilligan's Island, and my mother would have to come down and stand between myself and the TV to call me for dinner because I was that engrossed in the TV program. That input was going in, and I was that engrossed. And then when I got to college, I realized the influence. Well, 2 things. If you go back to, how many of you know the song, "Just sit right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip that started aboard this." Okay, so no one really sits down and writes out those lyrics, but when you watch something over and over and over, it gets in there. It gets in there. And I can sing those without even thinking about the lyrics. That's Gilligan's Island theme song. And then when I went to college, I realized how much influence the TV had, my eyes, how important the input of my eyes and my ears were. And that was one night Beth and I got into a very heated debate about something. I don't even remember what it was about. We got into an argument. And in the middle of that argument, I realized I don't have any emotional connection to what we're talking about. I have no idea why I'm this elevated in my emotions. I don't really care. And I left, and I was thinking about that. Why did we argue? What were we? And then I realized I'd watched a movie earlier in the day, and I was simply parroting what I had seen on TV. I simply was mimicking what I saw. And I thought, wow, that's way too much influence in my brain, in my thinking, and in my behavior. So I turned off TV for 31 years. Now, I did watch movies. I did watch football games when I go to the folks' house or when I go over to friends' house. But I was very, very careful what went into my brain, what input I took in, because it had that much influence on directing my life through my thinking and my behavior. What is it for you? What is it that directs? What input do you take in that directs your thinking and your behavior? Is it TV? Is it music? Is it food? What is it? You know, we've had a great day today. We had pancakes and sausage and eggs, and we had some leftover cinnamon rolls. Wow, I ate and ate. I didn't need to eat the rest of the day. I had so much food because it was good, but I didn't need that much. What input for you do you need to lessen? Do you need to limit? And what input do you need to increase? What input would be healthy for you? I'll tell you one thing. When you study God's Word, when you read it, when you meditate on it and think about it, you can never go wrong. It will only build you up and help you become the person that you were created to be. Input. Very important. I'm Doug Snyder, and this is Intimacy with God Ministries, Sunday's Thought Conditioner.